Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn about what is C++. C++ is one of the modern programming languages, and this language has support for many capabilities using which we can develop various kinds of application. So we can say that C++ is a multi-paradigm programming language, and it was invented by Brijan Strostrup in 1983 at AT&T Bell Labs. In fact, Strostrup started a project called C with classes in 1979, and that project ultimately led to the development of C++. The name C++ is credited to the friend of Strostrup by name Rick Messetti. Strostrup says that C++ signifies that it is an evolutionary change from C, in the sense that there are many capabilities that are there in C++ that are there in C. In fact, we can say that C++ is a superset of C. In this video, we are going to learn about what is C++, we will get a definition of what C++ is, we will also understand the major benefits of C++ and also look at the major applications of C++ that exist. And we will also learn about the languages that have influenced C++ and the languages that are influenced by C++. C++ can be defined in many ways. We can say C++ is a object-oriented programming language. C++ is a functional programming language. It is also can be said it is a generic programming language. It is imperative. It is procedural. So by putting all this, we can say that it is a multi-paradigm programming language, in the sense that there are many paradigms that are accommodated within C++. It has to be highlighted that C++, since it is an object-oriented programming language, there are many capabilities that help us in terms of abstraction, in terms of implementing how applications can be well designed and how applications can be developed in a scalable and a reusable way. So, in a nutshell, we can say that it is a multi-paradigm programming language. There are some more characteristics that C++ has, like we can say that it is a statically typed language. When we say it is statically typed, it means to say that when we create variables within our program, these variables are known at compile time. Languages like Python, Ruby, JavaScript, they are dynamically typed languages, in the sense that variables don't have a type, and since they don't have a type, it is known at runtime, and based on the values that is assigned to that particular variable, that type is inferred. C++ is a statically typed language. There are many benefits that C++ has. Some of the benefits that C++ has is it is today not just called as a general purpose programming language. In fact, it has a specific bias for systems programming. When we say systems programming, we develop applications that require high performance, that has to be efficient, and that has to be scalable. C++, since it has a capability using which we can access memory and we can work with memory, because of this capability, it puts the programmer into the driver's seat. And since it puts the programmer into the driver's seat, it allows the programmer to develop applications that are superior. So, some of the places where C++ is used is to develop device driver applications. It is used for development of systems application like operating system code, and it is also used to develop desktop applications, and all this require one thing, that is high performance, and device drivers require interaction with hardware. So because of this, we would say that C++ has a bias for systems programming. As the days are going by, we see that the territory that was occupied by C++ in 90s or in the last part of the previous decade, that has been captured by languages like Java, C#, Python, and so on. So C++ has identified itself in a specific niche, and that niche is to develop high performance applications. And these high performance applications, when we develop, they have to give certain throughput. And C++ allows us to get that throughput. One of the places where C++ is used is to develop avionics applications. Another example where C++ is used to develop is medical software. In both the cases, the throughput of the application plays a significant role. And because of this, we prefer a language like C++ because that can help us to accomplish it. Now let us learn about the various application and uses of C++ as a programming language. So we can use C++ to develop various kinds of applications, in the sense that we can develop applications that are desktop, and some good examples of desktop application is your MS Office, Adobe Acrobat Reader. It is also used for development of OpenOffice, and various torrent softwares have been developed using C++. C++ is also a preferable tool to develop various kinds of servers like Oracle Database Server, Microsoft SQL Server, and even it is used for development of web servers. Another area where this language is used is in performance critical applications, where we count the time in throughput in terms of milliseconds. So stock exchange based applications, applications that have to run within car or entertainment multimedia applications. So these applications require less resources, and these resources are not available in certain kind of hardware scenarios. So when that is the requirement, we prefer to use a language like C++. It is also used for development of browsers. All the major browsers have been developed using C++, like for example, IE, Firefox, Chrome. All these browsers have been developed using C++. And one area where this language is having the highest preference is in development of video games or computer games, because these games require deep interactivity with the user, and it involves high configuration of graphics, and C++ provides both of these, so hence it is preferred to use in these kind of scenario. Now let us learn about languages that have impacted C++. There are many languages that have influenced C++ over the years, and depending upon which version of C++ was released, we have certain languages that have impacted it. To start with, C++ was influenced by C, Simula, Algol, Ada, and CLU, and ML. So these languages had certain capabilities, like for example, C was a highly portable language in 70s. So Strostrup wanted to have a language that is systems level but portable and provide the power. So much of the C++ idea has been got from C. Strostrup has also considered Simula. The reason for Simula is that Simula allows us to develop object-oriented applications, and since it allows us to have object-oriented applications, C++ has taken many capabilities of Simula within itself, and C++ has been influenced by meta language, that is ML, and it is a well-known functional language. Over the years, as C++ has enhanced in versions, like for example, the latest version of C++ today is C++11. C++11 has been influenced by C98, and it has also been influenced by other modern languages. But when C++ was invented at that time, it was principally influenced by C, Simula, and ML. Let us learn about the languages that have been impacted by C++, or languages that C++ has influenced. There are many languages that C++ has influenced, like for example, one of the major language that has been influenced by C++ is Java. Java is a language that was built over various failures of C++, but Java as a language shares many things which are common with C++. Another language that is part of the C++ family of languages is C#. C# has been influenced quite a bit by C++. There are other languages that have also been influenced like Perl, Ada, and even C after 1998. Now let us look at what we have learnt about C++ in this video. In this video, we have learnt that C++ is a object-oriented, structured, imperative, functional programming language. We have looked at the high-level definition of what C++ is. So we can say it is a general-purpose programming language which has multi-paradigm support. Principally, it is used for development of high-performance systems application today, and it has been influenced by C and Simula in major way. And C++ has influenced other languages that are there today like Java and C#. Thank you.